there what you're drinking. 2 shots, let's pour it out. I know what you're thinking, but tomorrow won't come for us. This life that we're living, ain't never gonna give it up. Double shot for the gifted, and one more for us. There you go, drink it up. All this love in a cup. Yeah, we go slow, we go fast. Yeah, we can't get enough. We stay all day, all night, living in paradise. Remember, you don't get it twice.
Yo guys, hello and welcome back to episode 10 of my Minardi My Team career mode on F1 26. You join me straight away here in qualifying for the Austrian Grand Prix. Now if you did miss the last episode out in Spain, go and check that out real quick before you get any spoilers at the end of the lap. But yeah, we're going to cross the line here on our first lap in Q1 and we're actually going to go to P2, so an incredible lap there. But in the last episode in Spain, we unfortunately did not manage to get any points again for the second race in a row. Bit of late shenanigans there with a safety car and disqualification of Nico Hulkenberg, but yeah, we're going to move on swiftly into the Austrian Grand Prix. A very jam-packed episode this one is, so hence why we are straight into qualifying. And yeah, did about 3 runs in this session, consistently in the top 10, so not going to complain in the slightest. Obviously, wet qualifying session again here. Seems to be a theme of this game this year, especially for me anyway. A lot of wet running in qualifying, but we're not going to complain because P2 in Q1 is a really good result. P3 actually after the flag drops, but yeah, going to move straight into Q2. Going to put a few bankers on the table. Like I said, it's a bit easier for me against the AI in the wet conditions, so quite lucky that we have them here. And yeah, currently still P1 at the end of Q2, coming towards the end of our final lap in the session. Antonelli in P2, Gasly P3, our teammate actually in P4 for now as Piastri goes to the top of the timing sheets. And we're about 2.5 tenths up in this session. We go P5 at the flag. So yeah, through into the top 10, cannot complain there in the slightest. And actually, unfortunately, our teammate does end up dropping out in Q2. Still a good performance from him though, so not going to complain. First run of Q3 now, purple in the middle sector. We're continuing our decent form here at the Red Bull Ring, and we're going to come across the line. And it's going to be P1 for now. Can we get pole in the Austrian Grand Prix? That would be absolutely incredible. Our second lap, purple. We're 3.5 tenths up nearly, and we stay on pole position currently, but we are going to go for one more lap as we just made it in time. A little bit of a slide into turn 1, so we do lose a bit on the delta. Battery is also depleted, but not worrying too much about that in these conditions. Spotting our braking point up at turn 3, throw the car in, gain nearly 1.5 tenths, and then we lose it all on the exit. A little bit squirrely, traction not ideal, but we're gaining it back on the straight. Throwing it into the next right-hander, and we pick up nearly 2 tenths of a second and then lose it all again on the exit. So just obviously throwing the car in a bit too early. But yeah, we tidy this corner up nicely, nearly 1 tenth up again, but then we lose it all on the exit. Pushing the car to the absolute limits, it seems. The last lap probably couldn't have got much better. But yeah, conditions are slightly improving as the track ramps up, throwing it into this final section, riding the curb there nicely, get a nice little gain there. But sliding through the final corner, we go off track, so we have to lift so it stays valid, and we're going to lose all that advantage. And it's not pole position, unfortunately, it's P6 on the grid.
Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Antonelli, Max Verstappen and Soloff, Russell, Piastri, Albon and Pierre Gasly, Mini, Alonso, Franco Colapinto and Bortoletto, Behrman, Lawson, Lance Stroll and Arvid Lindblad, Perez, Hadja, Ocon, Bottas, Sainz and Nico Hulkenberg rounds off the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And alongside me, a man, well...
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
So a really good qualifying session here at the Red Bull Ring. Looking like a two-stop strategy. We're going to start on the hards though, go to the mediums and then probably finish on the hards. Just so it opens up strategy later on in the race if we do want to change to a one-stop and all that good stuff. But yeah, can we get a podium today? Going to be very difficult, but we're going to try. Obviously dry conditions here for the race. And we have 5 red lights at the Red Bull Ring. And it's lights out and away we go. Decent launch off the line. Everyone on hard tyres around us. We're going to go aggressive into turn 1, are we? Nah, we see Verstappen coming across us and we don't want any of that. George Russell going off the track to actually overtake us, but we're going to get him straight back on the run up to turn 3. Being quite cautious so far in this Grand Prix, trying not to get any damage or anything like that. We hang it around the outside of George Russell as we get a brief yellow flag there into turn 3. We get a decent exit though. Much better traction than George. He's going to try and hold it up the inside. We're going to hold it round the outside. Go a little bit deep into the corner and we let George have that. We don't want to waste any time in this Grand Prix. We need to try and stick with these front runners, stay in the overtake mode and hopefully pick up the pieces from all the battling in front of us that is going to happen if you've played this game around this track. That is one thing you can definitely expect from this race. A load of yo-yoing, a load of overtaking. But we are going to come out of the final corner on lap 1, still in P7, so not a bad place to be in this Grand Prix. And moving up to turn 3 on lap 2, you can see it's all bunched up already. Russell actually making slight contact with Verstappen there in turn 3. Verstappen gets a really good run on Hamilton, so does Russell. And they're going to go side by side into turn 4. And yeah, we're just trying to wait, pick up the pieces. Keeping a close eye on Albon behind us as well on their medium tyres. Hopefully he does not find a way past. We're going on to the start of lap 4 now. Just constant battling ahead really. We're just on the boost nice and early, trying to pick our way through. Almost 3 wide into turn 3 though, an inevitable contact as Antonelli goes into the side of Verstappen in turn 3. Causes them to lose all momentum and we go round the outside of both of them. It's a very opportunistic move here from the Minardi man, Nicholas Solov. We try and avoid Hamilton actually, didn't really want to go for that move. And we let him go. See a really good up to P5 now at the start of lap 5. Hamilton is going to go on the attack of George Russell. And there's more contact into turn 1 with the old teammates. Not quite as bad as Spa in real life, but Hamilton is going to get the run on George Russell. It's going to be side by side into turn 3, but just George Russell gets the position back. So good stuff from the Mercedes man there as Antonelli is looking to come back on us now. As them two battling is losing us quite a bit of time. Hamilton going up the inside of Russell again and making the move stick. So really good from the Ferrari man. End of lap 5 now. We get our first track limit warning of the weekend here. Not ideal at all as the 2 ahead of us go side by side again and Verstappen going up the inside into turn 1 and George Russell goes straight on at turn 1, locks up. Verstappen gets pinched to the inside by us, so we get a good run and we're going to make the most of that. Lewis Hamilton going slow up to turn 3. He sticks it back up the inside. A little bit of a squirm from us on the exit, but we get superior traction down and that means we're up into a podium position already in this race. Incredible stuff. We are just going to fast forward it a little bit though, because coming towards the penultimate corner we get a yellow flag on the track, and who could that be? It's Charles Leclerc ahead of us, P2 in the race has just retired. So that promotes us up into P2. Wander a little bit off track there, have to lift off as to not get another warning on the next lap, but in an absolute dream position so far in this Grand Prix. Very low on the battery, but P2 on track, wow, cannot complain in the slightest. Really squirmy though on the exit of turn 1, and that is going to give Verstappen a really good run up into turn 3. We've got no battery to fight with. We hang it round the outside. Verstappen goes up the inside, but the superior car, superior traction gets the move done. P3 though, still really good, but Hamilton is going to come straight back through, obviously with more battery than ourselves, and we just let him go. Like I said earlier, we do not want to waste that much time. As long as we keep yo-yoing, it's not the end of the world. Beginning of lap 8 now though. We have a little look towards the outside of Hamilton, but he swipes across us very aggressively. Luckily not in the braking zone, because that could have been a front wing gone. He has a little look on Verstappen, but nothing doing there. And now we've got Antonelli behind us, trying to get past.
Hamilton's ahead of you.
We're just checking on Hamilton to see how many stops he is planning on making in this Grand Prix. And they're all looking like 2 stoppers. So, end of lap 8 now. We're getting a nice little run on Hamilton on the main straight. He's not burning the battery this time around. We go to the outside, get the position done nicely. Little bit of a slide though into turn 1, which makes us take the escape route. Burn a little bit of battery just so we don't lose our place to Antonelli, but we are gonna let Hamilton back through as we did go off track. And yeah, very hectic start to this Austrian Grand Prix. Hope you lot can keep up, because I could barely keep up during this race. Antonelli going to the outside in turn 1 at the start of lap 10, which turns into a move on Hamilton as well ahead of us round the outside. Side by side out of turn 1, Hamilton with a better traction though. We're going to burn the battery to try and get at least one of these positions back, but we do not think making it 3 wide is the answer into there. We try and set up the switch back. Antonelli gets a better exit than Hamilton, but Hamilton obviously has more charge. We're in the slipstream of Antonelli, going to have to look to the inside. He's swerving around a little bit. We dive down the inside into turn 4, a little bit of a slide rear end, which loses us all of the momentum, and both of them get back past and start at lap 11 now. Hamilton is going to go down the inside of Antonelli again into turn 1, and there's more contact in turn 1 in this race. It gives them both a really poor exit. We're going to get on the limited battery that we do have left. We're going to try and get at least one of these guys. We're going to send it up the inside of both of them though, and confirming to the engineer that we are going to box at the end of this lap and stick to the 2-stopper. We get on the boost nice and early, so we don't let 2 cars through. We do not want to fight Hamilton. We want the overtake mode for the outlap after we box. And luckily we do just manage to stay with Lewis. A little bit of a questionable pit entry. Not exactly following the lines in there, but we're gonna just ignore that real quick. Get it stopped just in time for the pit lane. Unfortunately, our teammate is gonna have to stack behind us, but hopefully there is enough room between us. Standard 2.5 second pit stop in this race. Not bad. We will be racing Ollie Behrman on the exit though. We emerge side by side with the Haasman. Superior battery though, and tyres will get us past him instantly. And then towards the end of lap 12, we're actually going to overtake Arvid Lindblad on the pit straight as our rivals around us box in this race. And as you can see, we're just going to emerge behind Max Verstappen, so the undercut doing us an absolute wonder in this race. We have no battery though, mind. Going to go to the outside, try and squeeze Verstappen to the inside of turn 3. Get decent traction on the exit, but it's only a matter of time surely before this Red Bull man re-overtakes us. Currently P8 in this Grand Prix, burning all the battery, and we will stay in front of Max for now. A few back markers ahead though. Gabriel Bortoletto and Colapinto obviously yet to box in this Grand Prix. Go up the inside of Bortoletto down the pit straight, trying to not let Verstappen through, but going into turn 1, Colapinto loses the back end over the curb, blocks Bortoletto in, and that gives an easy move to us and Verstappen. But we're out of battery. Verstappen's going to go back down the inside into turn 3, gives us the squeeze on the exit, but yeah, we're not even going to fight it. We're just going to try and stick with Max. A few other people box at the start of lap 15, which is going to promote us back into P3, and just hope that we can stick with Max now for as long as possible. And we managed to do that until the start of lap 19, and our battery just depletes.
Copy that.
And yeah, we're thinking about our next stop already in this Grand Prix. These mediums didn't last that long really, were decent initially, but yeah, it's only a lap later that the guys behind us have caught us
Confirmed.
without
We'll
proper
receive
battery,
you
without the
again this
overtake,
lap.
so we are going to box at the end of this lap. Hamilton has probably the easiest pass of the race so far down into turn 3 as we actually outbrake ourselves, so not making it
Understood.
easy
Stopping
for
this
ourselves
lap.
there, and we are struggling to stay within the overtake this time. Kimi has a little look up into the penultimate corner, but nothing doing there. Another perfectly executed pit in as well, definitely within the rules. But yeah, we get it stopped again. Hoping for another 2.5 second stop now, going to go back onto the hard compound tyres for this final stint.
Return in there, mate. Looks
And
like
yeah,
a nice
decent
stop
stop
time. We're happy
again
with that
from the
one.
Minardi
Look
man.
after these tyres now. We want to
Going to
finish the
emerge
race
in
this
P12,
compound.
P13 as Carlos Sainz just about beats us out of the pit lane, but we get straight on the boost, and that's an easy overtake again up into turn 3. Our teammate up next, Gabriele Mini, having a decent race, not anything outrageously good. And the following lap, we managed to get past him, just like Sainz, pretty easy overtake there. But yeah, a little bit of a slide there actually into turn 3, not ideal for the tyres, but start lap 23, outside Liam Lawson into turn 1, decent overtake there. These guys obviously haven't made their second pit stop yet, and we nearly managed to undercut the race leader as Lando Norris emerges from the pit lane at the start of lap 24. Unfortunately, we do not have any battery, and Gasly's going to go back down the inside, so not ideal for our chances of staying with the race leader there. But yeah, if only our pace was a little bit better, a little bit less traffic, potentially we could have kept up with the race leader. A few more people making their final pit stops though at the start of lap 26, and that promotes us back into a podium position. Hamilton's still yet to pit though, and on the next lap he does that indeed, and it promotes us back up into P2. Max Verstappen though rapidly approaching us as we again very low on battery on the run up to turn 3. He sends it down the inside, and he is going to make that move stick for now. And again, hopefully we can just try and keep with the Red Bull man. And we're actually going to have a little look to the outside of Max, trying to re-overtake him, but nothing doing there. And we decide to just let it go. Try and stick with him. That does not last for long though, because at the start of lap 29, Antonelli and Hamilton, both on fresher tyres, quicker cars, go down the inside of turn 3 again. Antonelli gets the move done. Hamilton, fortunately for us, doesn't. We're going to go back on the attack of Kimi Antonelli. We're going to go down the inside this time into turn 4. We're going to make the move stick for now, and that is a decent defending move for us. We are currently in a podium position, but that is not going to last long because Antonelli goes back up the inside into turn 1, getting a much better exit on the softer rubber. We try to get in the slipstream, but we actually make contact with his rear end, unsettling the car, and it's going to be 3 wide by the looks of it into turn 3. Hamilton gets ahead shortly, but Antonelli's still sticking it up the inside. We all make contact, and yeah, we have to back out of it in the end. Hamilton and Antonelli getting past, but we're not done. We drain what's left of our battery again into turn 4. Little bit of a slide this time, and Antonelli gets the position back. Still ahead of Hamilton for now though, but Russell is now joining this party. And at the start of lap 31, again, very depleted battery. We did manage to stay in the overtake mode of Antonelli, but Hamilton is going to absolutely fly by. Russell actually looking to the inside as well, so we have to turn out of the corner to give him room. Get a good traction though, and Russell is left for dead there. But yeah, very frustrating from P3 all the way down to P5 in one corner, or one lap I should say. Not ideal for us in this Grand Prix. But yeah, end of lap 32, the two ahead absolutely
Okay,
disappear.
lost
We
a
run out of
position,
battery.
that's us
Russell is
down a
now
place.
looking on the outside of the penultimate corner. We leave him plenty of room on the exit. Lift off so we can get the overtake for the next lap. And Russell falls for it, thankfully. But he is not done yet. Moving on to the final lap, Piastri has now joined the party. He's going to go down into turn one. Luckily, the last few laps, they were battling, which gave us a bit of respite. But they're obviously going to be burning everything on this final lap, 3 wide again. On the run up to turn 3, Piastri drops back a little bit. We're going to keep it up the inside of George Russell, hoping to keep this P5. It would be valuable points for the team. We get a decent exit off turn 3. Very limited battery though. George Russell is going to have a look around the outside in turn 4. Ride the curb on the inside a little bit, which gives George Russell a better traction and the racing line around there. So that is P6. Very deep into the next corner though, tyre wear is becoming a bit of an issue, and that gives Piastri the chance to go up the inside. We try to switch back, but the McLaren just has a superior car and we have no battery. Tyres are going off. And by the looks of it, that is going to be it. P7 here for the Austrian Grand Prix. Still really good points for the team as we get really squirrely, but still a good result.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go for Lando Norris as he takes the checkered flag and wins. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
So a very eventful Austrian Grand Prix there, finishing P7. 6 valuable points for myself and the team. Unfortunately, Gabriele Mini not managing to pick up points in this race, but Lando Norris is still quite a decent distance ahead of Kimi Antonelli in the driver's standings. Still P6 for us in the constructors. But yeah, Hungarian Grand Prix this weekend, guys. You might have seen on the channel yesterday, I did a last to first challenge in online lobbies around the Hungaroring. So check that out. It was also a double upload day yesterday with my Red Bull Academy career mode going up later in the evening. And exactly the same today. We're going to have this My Team episode up early. And it's going to be another double upload. So check out the channel again at 5 o'clock.
We
And
have something for you to look at.
we'll have
please.
the next round in Silverstone. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed this episode, guys. Would mean the absolute world to me if you could like, subscribe. We're trying to hit 500 subs before the end of the year. And yeah, hope you enjoy the Hungarian Grand Prix this weekend. I'll see you in a few hours for the British Grand Prix. Have a good evening, everyone, and cheers.